The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. I really don't even get too upset with people seeming to live in different realities. There are a lot of people out in the world right now that are just getting wrapped up on how people behave. And yes, things are frustrating. Situations are frustrating. I will admit that. But I'm not going to get myself all worked up. I moved home to help aging family members. And it's always interesting when I spend time with them on their regular routine, on just the things that they do when they go out into the world and how they show up, how they participate. And as an observer, it's interesting how people don't realize that they aren't the same. Like, they have convinced themselves nothing has changed. They are still the same person that they were 30 years ago. They think they make decisions the same way. They think they do things the same, and they don't recognize how much they have changed. It is becoming increasingly aware to me that people really are living in their own reality. Like, they don't even see anything wrong with it. I'm becoming increasingly aware of how different my reality is to my family, to my friends, to people that I know, to acquaintances. Like, all of us live in completely different worlds. I mean, some of us have similar challenges, but all of the circumstances are different. All of the emotions are different. We focus on different things. We don't see the same things. It's just kind of blowing my mind when I listen to people get so worked up, and I get it. Some people do some really horrible things. Yes, that's upsetting to me. But I'm still trying to be in this place where I have to navigate my own peace, and I can't let these circumstances that I can't really control, I can't let them control me. Even working with aging family members, it is a fine line that I'm having to navigate. Like, I can't just come in and say, this is how everything needs to be done, even though there's parts of me that would like to do that I'm trying to allow them to have their own dignity, their own autonomy and freedom as much as possible. And it's this interesting place of where I'm finding myself. They honestly think they are still the same people, that they don't see the decline. They're completely unaware of where they're at and where they do need help, and where it's obvious that I can fill in these gaps. But again, there's this struggle that I'm trying to navigate myself through. And I've just had this realization today that even the people that I communicate with on a regular basis, our lives are very different. We have very different priorities. We have very different things on our list of our dreams, our hopes, what matters. how we show up in the world. There isn't one reality. Everybody is walking around in their own reality. And I've reached this point where it's like, I am not my best self if I am not detaching from it a little bit. For me to be the best version of me, I can't have anything hijacked in my life. And then I'm realizing too that how I live probably looks like it's absurd to somebody else. And that is fine as well. I mean, that's fine for me. It may not be fine for them. There's so many people, it seems like, trying so hard to be in a group, to be in some sort of common unity with other people. And that they're so willing to be in that group that they change who they are, and they try to tell themselves that these things aren't important. This relationship is so important, so I really don't need these things, even though I really do want them. And there's this internal struggle that we have when we try to negotiate who we are and what we want. I mean, and it does take a lot of courage to show up in the world and continue to be our own self, our own unique self, even when it seems like the world is more critical now, more vocal about who you are and what you're doing and why are you doing it and what are you saying and how are you saying it and how do we show up in the world. Is it the same as the version that's in the house? I mean, do we have to change how we act and behave and look when we go out into the world? And I hear a lot of people saying, I'm the same person. Are you really? I push back when I hear people say that. Because again, we don't always see reality as it really is. We see the world through our own perspective. And that's not always the reality. That's our version. Just like my aging family members. Everything's fine. And I am trying to hold back the comments of no, everything is not fine. Things have changed. You are not the same person. And I try to do an actual assessment of myself as well. I mean, I try to be real about how I show up, but I'm probably not fully aware. I've talked about this before, but sometimes it's just easier, like in a family setting, just to go along with the flow, that it can be tiring continually having to push back on the same people about the same topics, about the same things. And there comes a time where the amount of energy that's needed isn't worth it. And there's a lot of people living in their own reality that we're all hearing the same things, and yet we're all coming to different conclusions. And it's just interesting. Just interesting when how it seems to be showing up a lot in the world. I don't know, maybe I'll have a difficult time giving up my independence when I get their age. Maybe so. It doesn't feel like it because my Gen X generation feels like in so many ways we didn't get the support and the understanding and the help that we would have liked to have had. And so I can't imagine actively trying to push away somebody helping me, but who knows? Maybe I will change. It's just an interesting time, and all of us are living in our own little reality. I can't help but have a little giggle. thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.